Hey everybody, it's Amanda. I am here to show you guys how I make my better than Taco Bell burritos, and I'm super excited about it. I will start by saying that not all of my ingredients will look the same as yours because my ingredients have gluten-free options because my husband has celiac disease. So, let me show you the array of all the things here. So we have some ground beef. This is a higher fat than I have ever used ever. I think ever, 27%, but I got those from the food bank. And then I also have a can of refried beans. I do get these from the food bank. They're 33% less sodium. I do get these from Winco Foods. They're gluten-free. Yes, you have to look at the ingredients on the back. Most taco seasonings have wheat in them to thicken it up. Then we have the Mission gluten-free tortillas. We have never used these before, so we're going to give it a shot. I know it's been a few months and we should have seriously started using them beforehand. And then I have some regular tortillas for myself and my kiddo. And then we have some Taco Bell hot sauce that I've been snagging here and there. We have this thick, chunky salsa because the Taco Bell stuff has flour in it. And then we've got our veggies of choice, which are the onion and the tomato. We have a big avocado, and then we also, just so you're aware, that is not as ripe as I usually pick. And then we also have the lettuce, and this lettuce is super pretty this time. A lot of the lettuce I've seen lately has been really small. So I was happy to get a decent head of lettuce. So let's go ahead and start by cooking our ground beef. So I do have 2 pounds of ground beef. There's a reason for that. I could probably get away with cooking only 1. And I know I'm not using kitchen scissors, but my kitchen scissors are broken. I have a probably 4-year-old knife set that I have not replaced, and they are finally seeing their end of their days. So I'm having to use these scissors that I bought at the Dollar Tree. So it is what it is. Kind of sucks, but we're going to do what we can with what we've got because it's all we have to work with, right guys? So as I cook this ground beef, I'm realizing how fatty this ground beef is. I definitely won't pick this again. However, I did want to get a variety. Usually I get chicken or ground turkey from the food bank, but this needed to be used. By the way, if you haven't noticed by now, this is a 7.1 cubic foot freezer that I do a lot of my meals on, and it serves as a decent counter space since I only have 2 counter spaces in my entirety of my kitchen in my 1966 single wide. So we're going to let that cook. While we let that cook, I am going to open up these beans and we're going to get them in a bowl. However, I need to make sure to let you guys know you can make your beans homemade. You can make them homemade. It's cheap as could be. Dried beans are so easy to make in a crock pot, and I can definitely show you guys in a video how I do that. However, I also get these from the food bank from time to time, and I try to utilize them as I can. So I'm going to add my beans into my bowl. I know I'm using kind of a serving fork, but it helps smash the beans down. Another thing you can do to stretch your beans if you're trying to make more for your buck is you can add a 1/4 cup of water to this and stir as you warm them up. I'm going to put mine in the microwave. As I'm waiting for everything to warm up and cook, I'm going to go to my veggies where I am peeling the outside layers of the lettuce so that way I can use this lettuce for another meal. So you want to use your most wilted-ish lettuce first so that way you can stretch out all your veggies. I will also say that we do not eat a lot of sour cream in this family. I am not a big sour cream fan. There are a few recipes that I do use sour cream in. that tend to go really well, and I can't tell that it's sour cream. However, because we don't eat a lot of sour cream, I did go ahead and decide to get the avocado instead because I love avocado. Not everybody likes avocado or guacamole, and that's okay. Use what you want in your burritos. This is just an idea. By the way, I got this little platter from Fred Meyer Kroger. It was on the 90% clearance rack. I did get 3 of them, by the way, for the holidays because they're just black. Why not use them for all holidays? So I'm going to use that to make everything look super pretty in this video. I have some Roma tomatoes. I usually buy these 4 to 6 at a time, depending on their size. I do not like the little pit, so I just throw that away. And then as I'm cutting these up, I'm realizing that 2 is probably too many because my kiddos really aren't big fans of tomatoes on their tacos or in their burritos, but that's okay. Whatever is left over, I will put saran wrap over the top and I can use it for salads or sandwiches or any other dish that I may like. So just remember, veggies are expensive, fruits are expensive. I could not believe it, you guys. I went to the store the other day and I saw how expensive raspberries are. They are one of my favorites, but I was not going to pay $6.99 for a little container of raspberries. To me, that's crazy. So I'm just adding these onto the tray. I know it kind of looks messy right now, but you'll see it's going to look pretty. It'll look pretty at the end, okay? And then I'm going to chop up my onion. Usually I try to chop a whole onion at a time. I keep it in the fridge, use it as I need it, add it to things that give it flavor, or use it for whatever meal or salad that I'd like to eat it with. However, this time I'm going to only cut half of it, and I am going to try my best to cut this up. Now, this is the best knife I own in this entirety of this kitchen. It was a gift from my husband's friend, and we have used it in this kitchen a lot. They are Bash knives. I wish that they would sponsor my videos, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. However, they are nice knives. I absolutely love them. I do find them also at Fred Meyer Kroger. I am a big Fred Meyer fan just because it is a place where I can get everything all in one shot. And I'm not really a big Walmart fan. I know, I should probably shop at Walmart, but I don't. So let's go ahead and add these onions onto our tray, and we will continue on with the process, going on to the avocado next. But I just want to show you guys, how pretty do you guys think that is? Okay, avocado time. So I'm not going to show you how I cut the whole avocado because Amanda needs 2 hands to do that. But look at how pretty that avocado is. All right, we have our gluten-free tortillas. We are on to the final steps, and that is building your burrito. I will tell you this. I'm going to tell you a secret. I've worked in food for over 20 years, and I can tell you right now, Taco Bell may or may not have been my very first fast food job. I worked a lot of fast food jobs, and I can tell you right now, the products that they use seem less and less, and so when you make it at home, you get more for your buck. This is definitely for my husband. I am not going to be eating gluten-free, but I did add beans. I add my meat. I then decide to add more meat because I'm like, he might want a little bit more. And then I will say these have wheat in it. We can't use that. Nope. No wheat. No sick people tonight. So we are going to instead add the salsa because it is gluten-free. You have to be very careful when it comes to gluten-free as well. If you ever notice in my videos, I always make his food first. Somebody once asked me why I do that, and that is because I do not want to cross-contaminate anything to make him sick, because it is a true allergy, and he will be stomach sick for days. So I add his favorite topping, which is the avocado. And then I get my fancy dance tray, which takes me a minute because, you know, small kitchen and all. I basically do a big circle turnaround every time I make food in this kitchen. And then I'm going to add some lettuce. And then I'm going to add some onion and tomatoes. We do like tomatoes in this family quite a bit, and we are onion garlic fans. So that is what it is. I'm going to add some cheese. My husband does not do all dairy well, but he does like cheese every now and again. So I think that this should be just fine. So as I fold this, if you've ever worked at Taco Bell, you may get how I'm doing this or why I'm doing this. And then I realize my burrito has ripped, and that's because it's gluten-free. I will tell you this, no matter what I do, they tend to rip. So there's a little disclaimer in the corner of why. And then I'm going to go ahead and wrap it with another small tortilla, gluten-free tortilla on top. And that's the final process of his burrito. I will say I will make more than one of these for him. I think it looks pretty. Let me know in the comments below. Are you gluten-free? Do you have to eat these things? I've never tried these, so I might just try it one time. That's it. All right, on to contaminating this cutting board with gluten items. So I'm not going to lie to you. This is my burrito. I tend to like a little bit more protein than anything else. I don't eat very much. When I go to sit down at a meal, I am kind of like a little bird. I don't eat that much. However, when it comes to the things that I like tacos and pizza and some of my favorite comfort foods, I'm definitely in it to win it. So I'm going to add some avocado on there because I want to leave some avocado on the side to eat. Don't ask me why, but I just love it. I love avocado. It is my favorite fruit/vegetable. It's actually a fruit. And then I'm going to add all the things that I added on my husband's burrito, but I'm going to add my hot sauce because Taco Bell hot sauce is one of my favorite hot sauce. I know that sounds lame, but I love it. It's free to me, so I'm going to use it. And now it's wrapping time. This is going to go better this time because it's not gluten-free and crumbly. So there it is. The famous wrap. That's how I wrap burritos. That's how I was taught to wrap burritos. May or may not have been from Taco Bell. Okay? So I'm going to plate up the dishes, and this is how it turned out. We have plenty of leftovers, so I think I can make plenty more tomorrow, the next day, and if I have to, freeze some of it. But as always, do what you can with what you got. Bye, guys.